Top 10 Most Terrifying Horror Movies of 21st Century. Number 10. The Descent, 2005. The Descent is a claustrophobic horror movie that follows a group of 6 women who go on a caving expedition in the Appalachian Mountains and become trapped underground, where they discover a subterranean race of humanoid creatures who are highly adapted to the dark environment. As the women try to navigate the treacherous caves and avoid the creatures, they become increasingly desperate and paranoid. The Descent is a thrilling and terrifying movie that relies on a combination of suspense, claustrophobia, and gore to create a visceral and unforgettable experience. Number 9. The Conjuring 2, 2016. The Conjuring 2 is a sequel to the first Conjuring movie and follows paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren as they travel to London to help a single mother and her 4 children who are being terrorized by a malevolent spirit. The movie is based on the true story of the Enfield poltergeist, a case that gained international attention in the 1970s. The Conjuring 2 is a well-crafted horror movie that builds on the strengths of the first movie, with strong performances, effective jump scares, and a creepy atmosphere. Number 8. Insidious, 2010. Insidious is a horror movie that follows a family who move into a new house and begin to experience supernatural activity, including their son falling into a coma and being haunted by demonic entities. As the family seeks the help of paranormal investigators, they uncover dark secrets about the house and the entities that inhabit it. Insidious is a scary and suspenseful movie that blends elements of haunted house movies and possession movies, with a unique twist on the concept of astral projection. Number 7. The Witch, 2015. The Witch is a slow-burning horror movie set in 17th-century New England, where a Puritan family is haunted by a witch who is believed to be living in the nearby woods. The family consists of parents William and Catherine, their children Thomason, Caleb, Mercy, Jonas, and Samuel. As the family becomes more and more isolated, they begin to suspect each other of witchcraft, and the tension between them grows. The Witch is a masterful horror movie that is more about atmosphere and tension than jump scares, with stunning cinematography and an immersive sense of time and place. Number 6. A Quiet Place, 2018. A Quiet Place is a tense and suspenseful horror movie that takes place in a post-apocalyptic world where a family must live in silence to avoid being hunted by sound-sensitive creatures that have taken over the world. The movie follows a family consisting of parents Lee and Evelyn and their children, Regan, Marcus, and Beau. The family communicates using sign language and must avoid making any noise as they go about their daily lives. A Quiet Place is a unique and thrilling movie that relies on silence and sound design to create a terrifying and immersive experience. Number 5. It Follows, 2014. It Follows is a horror movie that follows a teenage girl, Jay, who is followed by a supernatural entity after having sex with her boyfriend, who passed on a curse to her. The entity can take the form of anyone and walks towards Jay at a slow but steady pace, and can only be passed on to another person through sex. As Jay tries to outrun the entity, she discovers more about the curse and its origins. It Follows is a suspenseful and eerie movie that explores themes of sexuality, adolescence, and mortality. Number 4. Hereditary, 2018. Hereditary is a slow-burning, deeply disturbing horror movie that follows a family that is falling apart following the death of the grandmother. The mother, Annie, is an artist who creates miniature dioramas that mirror the events in her life, while the father, Steve, tries to hold the family together. Their son, Peter, begins to experience disturbing visions, and their daughter, Charlie, acts increasingly strange. As the family unravels, they uncover dark secrets about their ancestry and their own disturbing experiences. Hereditary is a haunting and terrifying movie that leaves a lasting impression. Number 3. Get Out, 2017. Get Out is a unique horror movie that explores racism, identity, and the commodification of black bodies. The movie follows a young African-American man, Chris, who visits his white girlfriend's family for the weekend and discovers a sinister plot involving hypnosis, mind control, and the involuntary transplantation of brains. Get Out is a smart and provocative movie that blends humor, social commentary, and horror elements to create a thought-provoking and chilling experience. Number 2. The Babadook, 2014. The Babadook is a psychological horror movie that follows a single mother, Amelia, and her son, Samuel, who are terrorized by a sinister creature that manifests from a children's book about a monster called the Babadook. As Amelia becomes more and more sleep-deprived and isolated, she begins to question her own sanity and the reality of the monster. The Babadook is a creepy and unsettling movie that explores themes of grief, trauma, and motherhood. Number 1. The Conjuring, 2013. Based on a true story, The Conjuring follows a family that moves into a farmhouse in Rhode Island and begins experiencing paranormal activity. They call on a team of paranormal investigators, Ed and Lorraine Warren, to help them get rid of the evil presence in their home. As the Warrens investigate, they discover that the house is haunted by a witch who possessed a previous owner and is now tormenting the new family. The Conjuring is a suspenseful and scary movie that builds up tension slowly, with excellent performances and atmosphere. Like the video and subscribe the channel for more fun and informative videos.